Hello, welcome to the channel. So I thought I'd share my top 3 tips for when you get your first motorhome or camper van, especially if it's an older one. But this works for all vehicles. Okay, my first tip is to get these moisture absorbent pods, or these dehumidifiers, or whatever they are. They're very cheap, but they work great. I got the 20 pack on Amazon for less than £20. And there's a bit of a special deal, but they're still really cheap, and they work great. So in the summer, I have about 3 distributed around the motorhome. And then in the winter months, I have about 4 or 5 just distributed, and I use like 2 sets, and they last for about 3 months, and they absorb all the moisture in the camper van. So I can't say this enough. I religiously open up all the cabinets, and whenever I leave the camper, even if it's for a couple of days, I open everything up. All the doors are open as well, the internal doors, and I put these everywhere just to absorb any moisture and hopefully fend off any mold and that damp smell as well. Okay, top tip number 2, again, especially if you've got an older vehicle, is on your windscreen. Apply Rain-X or some moisture rain repellent liquid, that kind of thing. It will save the use of your windscreen wipers and also your windscreen wiper motor, especially if you're an older vehicle as well. Can't say how great that stuff is. So I use a brand called Rain-X, but you can use any brand as long as it's a moisture repellent or a rain repellent kind of application. Very simple to do. Just wipe it on and then buff it off. Sometimes you put it on again, buff it off, and it's a 5-minute job. Works brilliant. Okay, the third tip that I would say for any motorhome, new or old, from my experience, and this was a game changer for me, is just get a little bit of solar power onto your camper van or onto your motorhome. Now, you watch all the videos and you see lots of people put in really expensive setups, and you don't need it really. All you need is quite a cheap solar panel. I've got one of those flexible type that you can get from Amazon. They're about 120 watts, something like that. I think I only paid about 120 pounds, something like that. Put it on the roof. It gives you all the cabling. You've got a solar controller as well, and then you can charge your leisure battery as well from it. If you buy a separate solar controller that allows you to do 2 batteries separately at the same time, that's even better. So what you can do then is charge your leisure battery and charge your vehicle battery at the same time. And all it does is just trickle charges it all the time. It just keeps it topped up. So especially if you're not driving your motorhome all the time, or you leave it over winter, you'll find that you can come back to it after 3 or 4 months, and you just turn the key and the engine will start right up. Brilliant. The best investment I made for about 120, 130 pounds, something like that, maybe 150. It was the best thing ever. So especially if you've got an older motorhome or older batteries as well, you're not too sure, you don't want to invest in new batteries because they can be quite expensive, right? Invest in solar, a cheap solar setup, and it works wonders, really does. Charge your leisure battery and then charge your vehicle battery at the same time. So those are my top 3 tips. Moisture absorbent blocks, rain repellent on the windscreen, and any little bit of solar that you can get to charge up your batteries works great. Right, I hope you found that useful. Please like and share and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Catch you again. Bye now.